Good evening, everyone. I'm Reverend Robin Nashak. Welcome to our Spin into the Stillness, also known as the Spiritual Spinister I Am. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful autumn Wednesday evening. We may have a few technical difficulties, but we are going to keep moving through, and we're going to move quickly. I had to switch computers at the last minute, so thank you for bearing with us. But it just means that I have got some stillness to get to pretty quickly. So we do this on Wednesday evenings. We grab a few moments to ourselves to just be still, to be quiet, to listen to that inner voice, which I say every week is really what I believe to be the divine voice, that voice of an energy that is much, much bigger than we are, but that still has a very specific informative component to our daily lives, our persona. So we allow ourselves to focus our meditation, and we do that first by setting an intention. And this is simply writing down or saying out loud to yourself what you would like to experience as a result of this meditation tonight. So maybe it's something as practical as better sleep, or more calm throughout the day. Maybe it's something a little bit more complex, like you're looking for insight about something that you are going through, or looking for answers to questions you may have. Whatever it is, now is the time to ever so clearly articulate what you would like your focus to be. The more we give ourselves, the more we can use when we go deeper into that time together. So let's set our intentions right now, shall we? So I've written mine. Now, if we were in person, what I would do at the end of our meditation is collect those little pieces of paper that you've written down your intentions on. We would throw them into a bowl of flames and allow that intention to be released, allow that attachment to that intention to be released, because we want it to be out there and then to return to us in the way that the universe thinks is best for us. So we focus, we state it, but then we let it go and know that it's going to return to us sometime in the next week. Hopefully, maybe you'll get more insight as we go a little more deeply into our meditation. But we know, if we have faith that that intention is, as we speak, on its way back to us, then we know that we are in good shape. So I'm going to write the words everyone's intentions on another ticket. And why am I going to do that? Because instead of collecting those little slips of paper and throwing them into the flames, I can use this little ticket as a proxy for everyone's intentions. Seems pretty good. We have the ability then to throw both of those into the flames, and your energy with your intention gets sent out into the universe to join the rest of those intentions that will all be returned to us. Part 2 of getting our focus together for our intentions is to draw an oracle card. And the deck that we use, that we have been using for quite some time now, the Star Codes Astro deck. I love this deck of cards. It's just so clear and easy. It relies on the archetypes of astrology, but it applies to all of us. So you don't necessarily have to be have your chart done or any of those things. You just have to listen to what the message of these cards have to say for us. Now, you may or may not, depending on how good my noise suppression is on Zoom, you may hear my dogs barking. You may have ambient noise in your own space, but we want to use the ambient noise as an opportunity to go a little more deeply. So yes, we are quiet, we are still, we may be startled by noises around us or by happenings around us, but let's use that time to just kind of take a big U-turn back and to hit even deeper into our meditation, if that makes sense. Now, let's remember what we wrote as our intention. Let's shuffle and draw a card, and let's go deep for a few moments together. Now, I always like to take the top card from this deck once I shuffle, because that card then can represent the card for all of us. So it's like getting a reading almost. You're getting this card, but it is very personal to the intention that you have set for the reading. So it's one card for the reading of everyone that's joining, including those who might be joining on the recorded version, either audio only or on the recording that'll be posted on YouTube and Facebook as well. So shuffle in a little here, draw the top card, we'll go deep. And let's do it. Let's see what the cards have to say. Again, we've gone through a lot of these cards. There's still many we haven't gotten through, and there are ones that we choose over and over again. So the universe has given us the message that we are here to receive tonight, and that card, that message is, this is interesting. Now, we have had this one before, and I think relatively recently. This is, the card is Vesta, and the message is Hearth. Vesta and Hearth. So we are going to be talking about those home fires. Yes, we had this really recently because we're going to take a similar approach to this card. This is about where we create safe space, where we create sanctuary, where we feel at home. And there is that beautiful Vesta card that you can see right there. And so as I read about the card, just pay attention to what you see in the card, what the artwork says to you. Maybe those are colors that are your favorites. However this card speaks to you is how you should be applying it to the intention that you have set. And while you gaze upon the card, you can relax, and I'll read a little bit more about it. And we did this relatively recently, but you know, it's always a good time to go home. Vesta calls you to be a hearth fire, to share yourself for the benefit of all, but still have enough energy to live healthfully and give again another day. The second largest and brightest asteroid between Jupiter and Mars was named after Vesta, oldest goddess of hearth, home, and family, and the center of a strong community. The fire in her temple was never allowed to go out, and the fire in the hearth of every home was sacred to her. She did not get involved in politics or the misadventures of the other gods. Evaluate yourself and your life. Each human's task is to help reduce the total suffering on earth and increase the total joy. Your joy and suffering matter as much, neither more nor less than anyone else's. Do not burn yourself up for another's cause, nor withhold your warmth, but share what you have to offer. This is not a situation where you need to take sides. Come back to the center, to the flame, to your hearth, and to your core values. Focus on that center flame instead of the personalities involved. Remember what matters. Find that deep calm within, light a candle with a prayer, and use it to bring your focus to the center and let the rest fall away. Then decide, advise, and operate from there. It may be time to take a retreat, a chance to clear yourself, clear your energy fields, cleanse your environment, reclaim your temple. If a relationship is truly of value and important to your soul, the person or team you're involved with will honor your process. The challenge of this card, Vesta warns you to share yourself rather than sacrifice yourself. Your hard work at holding the situation together may be ignored or taken for granted unless you know your worth. The gift of this card, find that temple within. Know the place of quiet safety where you can tend the fire and carry this sacred temple with you always. All right. Well, what a lovely meditation we have in store for us tonight. I love this idea of the temple within ourselves. So why don't you get comfortable? Find yourself in a place where you can be both relaxed as well as alert, because you want to be able to hear the tones and the focus. You want to be able to remain enabled to keep the conversation on a semi-conscious level. Now, if you drop off, or if you drift off, that's fine. Chances are you are remaining in a meditative state, even if it feels like you've dozed off a little bit. Chances are you are still engaged, and you'll probably remember quite a more than you would have thought. But if you can remain alert enough to be just relaxed and open, then you can be guided and take the cues from the meditation guidance. All right, so let's do this, please. Again, I've just disabled my noise suppression, so you may hear the dogs or the sirens or whatever, just as you may in your own space. Just allow that to bring you back a little more closely to where you need to be in your meditation. So let's begin by focusing on our breath. Let's inhale. And hold for a moment. And exhale. Inhale. And hold. And then exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And hold. And exhale as we allow our eyes to just drift shut gently. We can see the card back up on the screen for you. And allow your breathing to return to a natural pace. Inhaling and exhaling. And every time you inhale and exhale fully, you're becoming, your body, your mind, your spirit is becoming more and more relaxed. Inhaling and exhaling. As you find yourself in this relaxed place, as you feel your body become softer and softer with each breath, you can feel your mind remaining alert and alive. This is our presence. Now, the more our body becomes relaxed, I'd like you to become aware of an area around your heart. And in that area around your heart, imagine that you've seen the striking of a match. You've seen a flame burst into being. And as that flame bursts into being in that space around our hearts, let us imagine that flame from the match coming to rest on a beautiful candle. And as it rests on that beautiful candle, the area around that candle and that flame, where we might have been imagining our bodies, begins to grow more and more dark. More and more dark, allowing the flame to appear even more brightly. This flame for us tonight is our essence. Imagine that flame as your essence. And imagine that essence warming your questions, your request, your inquiry of information. Imagine it filling a space where you can sense the response from this flame until you realize that this flame where we feel safe and warm, is really our deep self. This essence of us, our deepest self, sharing with us, communicating with us our truth, the truth of our deepest being. We know it has information for us that we may or may not understand right now. But we feel its presence and its safety. We feel its magic wash over us, burning and illuminating and warming. It soothes, it energizes, it embraces this beautiful, deep, and divine self. want you to imagine this warmth, this illumination, this safety, filling the core of your essence, every corner of that essence. And as you are filling your essence with this flame and warmth, we're going to very gently come back to our physical selves with the warmth and comfort and information of this truth and essence. From all of those dark areas around the flame, surrounding the flame, imagine your body slowly filling in to this beautiful hearth space until you can sense that it is back and that flame burns from the heart center, the hearth of our soul. We can feel our body around it. We can feel our legs and torso and hips and stomach and shoulders and arms and hands. We can feel our neck and our chin and our face and our ears and our eyes and our crown. And let us imagine that flame continuing to burn. Even though our body is shaped around it, it burns almost like an apparition deep within us. We know it is always there, and when we need to call upon it this week, we can just close our eyes and see it there, like a hologram. I want to bring us all back nice and easy by inhaling and exhaling quickly. Inhaling again and exhaling. One more deep breath, inhale as we open our eyes quickly. We've had a relatively quick meditation tonight. I want to make sure the computer does not shut down. So let us send these things to the flame quickly, and I am going to be grateful for those that have joined. Don't think I have enough space to sign on to more applications. I'm signing on to an old computer. I am going to have you witness me burning these flames of my intention. Throwing these right in. Everyone's intentions right here. Catching fire to it. Allowing them to burn. And maybe giving you a little more evening than I usually do. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. I want you to be able to return to this place of hearth and always imagine this flame this week. Go to this place, share with me in the comments. Please, even though we're signing off, say hello if you can right now, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Know that I'm so grateful that you're here. I hope that you continue to have a beautiful autumn unfolding for you, because it's an amazing autumn. It's a fabulous fall. It's that time for us to reflect and to cleanse. And with that, I'm going to sign off. I'm so grateful. Hello, Sue on Zoom. And if you're joining on either Facebook Live or YouTube, I am always grateful for you. Again, more concerned that I'm going to shut you guys off, which I don't want to do. So let us bid good night and adieu. Say hello in those comments. Let me know you were here. Thank you and good night.